Your hormone panel comes back normal. Estrogen, thyroid, cortisol, every number sits inside the reference range. And you still feel 10 years older than you did 5 years ago. Foggy in the afternoon, wrecked sleep, muscle that won't respond to the gym the way it used to. Here's the part almost nobody explains. A normal hormone level doesn't mean a normal hormone signal. The number in your blood work tells you how much hormone is circulating. It says nothing about whether your cells are actually listening. Mainstream care treats hormone testing as the finish line. If the number is in range, the conversation ends. But a growing body of research, including work on a mitochondrial-derived peptide called Humanin, first isolated by researchers studying brain tissue from Alzheimer's patients in 2001, points to something the standard panel never checks: how well your cells convert that hormonal signal into actual function at the mitochondrial level. Humanin shows up in significantly higher concentrations in the blood of centenarians than in the general population, not because it's a hormone itself, but because it's part of a signaling network that keeps mitochondria, the structures that generate your cellular energy, communicating properly as you age. When that network degrades, hormones can be normal on paper and still fail to produce the effect they used to. So what's actually breaking down? 3 things, and none of them show up on a standard panel. Root cause 1, receptor sensitivity, not hormone quantity. Think of a hormone as a key and a cell receptor as the lock. Blood work counts how many keys are in circulation. It never checks whether the locks still turn smoothly. After 40, chronic low-grade inflammation and years of blood sugar swings coat those locks in friction. The key is there. The door just doesn't open the way it should. That's why 2 women with identical estrogen and thyroid numbers can feel completely different day to day. One still has responsive receptors, the other is turning a rusted lock. Root cause 2, mitochondrial peptide decline. This is where Humanin and a related peptide called SS31, currently in clinical trials for mitochondrial disease, come in. Picture your cells as a power plant. Hormones are the orders coming down from management. Mitochondria are the generators actually producing usable energy. As mitochondrial-derived peptides decline with age, the generators lose efficiency even when the orders from management are perfectly clear. You can have ideal hormone levels and still run on a power plant operating at 60% capacity. This is a big part of why fatigue, brain fog, and slow recovery show up in women whose labs look completely unremarkable. Root cause 3, cortisol and inflammation drowning out the signal. Chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated, and elevated cortisol is like static on a phone line. The hormonal message gets sent, but it arrives garbled. Add in visceral fat, which produces its own inflammatory signaling, and the noise only gets louder. Your body isn't short on hormones, it's struggling to hear them. None of this means you need a prescription pad tomorrow. It means the strategy has to shift from checking the number to restoring the signal. Here's how to actually approach it. Step 1. Ask for a functional panel, not just a standard one. That means free and bioavailable testosterone, DHEAS, fasting insulin, and HSCRP, a marker of the inflammation that's jamming receptor signaling, alongside the usual estrogen and thyroid markers. Draw it fasted in the morning and compare it against a panel from at least a year prior if you have one. Trend lines matter more than single snapshots. Step 2. If peptide therapy comes up, and it increasingly will, given how much attention compounds like Humanin analogs and SS31 are getting in longevity circles, treat it the way you'd treat any prescription. Work only with a physician who orders blood work before starting and repeats it after. This category is not regulated the way standard medications are. Sourcing quality varies enormously, and self-directed dosing carries real risk. This is a conversation to have with a doctor, not a purchase to make online. Step 3. Support your body's own peptide and growth hormone output before reaching for anything external. Resistance training 2 to 3 times a week triggers natural growth hormone pulses. Deep sleep, the first few hours of the night specifically, is when the bulk of your endogenous GH release happens, so protecting that window matters more than almost any supplement. And urolithin A compound your gut bacteria produce from foods like pomegranate, walnuts, and berries, has published research showing it supports mitophagy. your body's process for clearing out damaged mitochondria and replacing them with efficient ones. Step 4, and this is the one people skip. Bring down the inflammation first. Ultra-processed food, poor sleep, and chronic stress keep cortisol and hsCRP elevated no matter how good your hormone numbers look. Fix the static before you worry about the signal strength. 3 mistakes keep women stuck here. First, treating a normal hormone panel as proof nothing is wrong. It only tells you the levels, not the signal. Second, jumping straight to peptide therapy or hormone replacement without addressing inflammation and sleep first, which means paying for a fix that gets drowned out by the same static that caused the problem. Third, sourcing peptides without medical oversight, a category where quality control varies wildly and self-dosing removes the safety net bloodwork provides. Here's the plan. 1. Request a functional panel that includes hsCRP and fasting insulin, not just estrogen and thyroid. 2. If hormone or peptide therapy is on the table, do it only through a physician who tests before and after. 3. Prioritize resistance training and protected deep sleep to support your own GH and peptide output. 4. Address inflammation, diet, sleep, stress, before layering on anything else. If this video gave you something new to think about, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We cover the health topics that don't fit in a 10-minute doctor's appointment. And visit healthhustleacademy.com. We've put together the exact supplement stack and lifestyle tools we talk about in our videos, all in one place. Links are in the description below. Take care of your body. Nobody else is going to do it for you.